Hey, imagine waking up tomorrow knowing that in just 14 days you could cut half the fat inside your liver, even if the number on your scale doesn't budge and your waistline looks exactly the same. Sounds impossible, right? But a remarkable clinical study shows it can happen. And today, you'll discover how this silent transformation works and how you can start it tonight. Most people don't realize their liver might already be in trouble. Fatty liver disease doesn't send a warning shot. There's no sudden pain or obvious rash. Instead, tiny fat droplets slowly sneak into the liver cells, clogging a filter that quietly cleans nearly every drop of blood in your body. At first, you might feel nothing more than a heavy tiredness after meals or notice a dull pressure under your ribs that you blame on sitting too long. Meanwhile, that fat keeps piling up, inch by microscopic inch, until one day a routine blood test shocks you with elevated liver enzymes, or your doctor casually mentions NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Here's the twist. This isn't just a problem for heavy drinkers or people who are visibly overweight. A third of adults worldwide, many of them slim and young, are already living with fatty liver without even knowing it. The true culprit is often hidden in plain sight: sugar and refined carbs. Every time you sip a sweetened drink or eat a white flour bagel, your blood sugar spikes. Your body responds with a flood of insulin to move that sugar out of the blood. But when your muscles and tissues have no room left for storage, the excess is converted directly to fat and parked inside the liver. It's the body's quick fix, but over time it becomes a slow-motion disaster. Think about what your liver does every minute: filtering toxins, balancing hormones, storing nutrients, keeping your immune system alert. Now imagine those vital processes choked by fat. Inflammation rises. Scar tissue begins to form. Energy crashes become routine, your skin dulls, and hormones wobble. Yet you might still look fine in the mirror, which makes this condition so dangerous. So how do you fight a disease you can't feel and can barely measure? Researchers uncovered a breakthrough that sounds almost too simple. They put participants on a strict low-carb plan, under 30 grams of carbs a day, and tracked them for just 2 weeks. No intense workouts, no prescription drugs. At the end of 14 days, liver fat had dropped by up to 50%, while waistlines barely changed. Their bodies hadn't yet tapped the fat on their hips or stomachs. Instead, the liver, desperate for relief, burned off its internal fat first. Why does slashing carbs work so fast? It all comes down to insulin. High carb intake keeps insulin levels high, which tells the body to store fat. When you lower carbs sharply, insulin drops. The body suddenly has permission to burn stored fat for fuel, and the liver is first in line for cleanup. Think of it like finally opening the back door for a cleaning crew that's been waiting outside for years. Now picture this shift. Within the first few days, your body uses up its stored glycogen, which carries a lot of water. You may notice less bloating and a bit of initial water weight loss. Meanwhile, your liver begins clearing fat cells like a street sweeper on night duty. By the end of week 2, MRI scans in the study showed dramatic reductions in liver fat, even when participants' belt sizes hadn't moved. Let's translate the science into a plan you can actually see on your plate. Breakfast could be a mushroom and spinach omelet cooked in olive oil. Lunch might be a grilled chicken salad with avocado and a drizzle of lemon and extra virgin olive oil. Dinner? Wild-caught salmon with roasted broccoli and a butter garlic drizzle. Add a handful of berries or a few squares of dark chocolate for a treat, and you're still under that 30-gram carb mark. Colorful, satisfying, and simple. You might wonder about snacks. Think handfuls of almonds, celery with nut butter, or cheese slices. Drinks? Water, sparkling water with a twist of lime, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. Skip the sodas, juices, and sugary lattes, the hidden carb bombs that quietly sabotage the liver. Some people experience what's called the keto flu during the first few days. Mild headaches, fatigue, maybe irritability as your body switches from burning sugar to burning fat. It's temporary and can be eased with extra electrolytes. Think mineral-rich broth or a pinch of sea salt in water. While you feel that slight slump, your liver is actually celebrating. Inside, fat cells are shrinking, inflammation is calming, and enzyme levels start to normalize. Critics sometimes call low-carb a fad, but the data tell a different story. Dozens of clinical trials support its ability to reduce insulin resistance and cut liver fat. Remember, this isn't about eliminating every carb forever. The study's magic came from 2 focused weeks of keeping carbs below 30 grams, enough to spark a metabolic reset. After that, many people transition to a moderate, whole-food, low-carb lifestyle for maintenance. Here's another open secret. You don't have to chase a shrinking waistline to know it's working. In that landmark study, participants looked almost identical in the mirror, but their liver scans told the real story, an internal transformation far more important than dropping a pant size. So how do you start? First, spend a day tracking what you normally eat and tally the carbs. You might be surprised. Next, plan your meals around leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, clean proteins such as eggs, fish, or lean meats, and healthy fats like avocado and olive oil. Remove sugary drinks, bread, pasta, rice, and pastries. Drink plenty of water and add a pinch of salt or an electrolyte supplement to stay balanced. While you make these changes, notice your body's signals: steadier energy, clearer skin, better focus, and, yes, possibly the scale moving after the initial 2-week liver reset. But even if your genes fit the same, remember, the true win is inside your liver. If you've ever worried about your liver health or struggled with stubborn fatigue, type yes in the comments. I read every one, and I'll share quick extra tips there. Imagine the ripple effect of a cleaner liver: improved hormone balance, stronger immunity, better blood sugar control. Your liver is one of the most regenerative organs in the body. Give it the right environment, and it will heal faster than you think. Let's recap in a flash. Fatty liver often creeps in without symptoms, fueled by hidden sugars and refined carbs. Lowering carbs to under 30 grams a day drops insulin, forcing the body to burn stored fat, with the liver leading the way. In just 14 days, studies show liver fat can shrink by up to 50%, even before you notice changes on the outside. This is your call to action. Don't wait for a scary blood test or a doctor's warning. Start your 14-day low-carb challenge today. Your liver is ready to recover. Subscribe and watch the next Nutrizlab video on screen now for more science-backed steps to protect your liver and boost your energy. Thanks for watching.